Next, I will introduce the working principle of the Venturi dispenser. Water enters through the inlet, using water pressure to draw chemicals from the intake to the washing machine. Next, I will demonstrate how to connect the water pipe to the 1-to-1 Venturi dispenser. First, open the casing of the 1-to-1 Venturi dispenser. After opening the box, you can see the water-filling solenoid valve. Below the solenoid valve, you will find the provided water pipe. Insert the water pipe from below. After inserting the pipe, there is a clip to secure it to the connection point. The other end of the pipe connects to a stable water supply. Next, let's connect the suction rod. Take out the suction pipe and connect one end to the suction rod. The other end is connected to the pump intake. From left to right, it corresponds to 8 dosing pumps. Remove the locking head on the pump. Insert the feed pipe and tighten it. Repeat the same steps for the remaining 7 pumps. Next, let's connect the power. There is a power interface at the bottom of the Venturi dispenser. Plug in the power and tighten it, then turn on the switch. If the screen lights up normally, it indicates the dispenser is functioning properly. Now let's look at auto mode. This picture shows how to connect it. Next, let's demonstrate how to connect the signal box wires. First, prepare a wire stripper, flat screwdriver, green signal box plug, and 0.3 square millimeter wire. Strip the main wire to expose 10 internal wires. Take any internal wire and cut 3 pieces, each around 10 centimeters. After cutting, strip both ends about 1 centimeter. And after the 3 wires are connected in series, take out any 5 wires in the wire. Strip about 2 centimeters from the ends of the 5 wires. After stripping, connect one of the 5 wires to the previously connected 3 wires. Once connected, attach all 4 wires to the green plug. After both ends are connected, take out the signal box. The signal box is labeled with negative and positive terminals. Insert the connected end of 1 wire and 4 wires into the negative terminal. Insert the other end into the positive terminal. The signal box wiring is now complete. Next, we will connect the washer's internal soap dispenser signal. Using online diagrams, we found the soap dispenser area. From left to right are soap dispensers 1 to 5. Now, take out a multimeter to locate the common terminal. The common terminal is generally on the end level of the machine. The common terminal voltage is usually a stable 220 volts or 24 volts. Now, we can confirm this is the common terminal. Next, strip about 2 centimeters from the end of the signal box wires that were previously connected. Turn off the machine and attach all the connectors. Now all the wires are connected. Note, below, from left to right, are terminals 1 to 3, 4, which must correspond to soap dispensers 1 to 4 on the washing machine. Now 2 people are needed, one to press soap dispensers 1 to 4 at the front, and another to observe at the back. Let's activate soap dispenser 1. We can see the red light on 1 is lit. Soap dispensers 2. Soap dispensers 3. Soap dispensers 4. The red lights turn on in sequence. Next, we will connect the RJ45 connector to the network cable. Prepare a crimping tool, RJ45 connectors, and a network cable. Take one end of the cable and strip the outer sheath using the crimping tool. Separate all the internal wires. Arrange them in the order: white orange, orange, white green, blue, white blue, green, white brown, brown. Align and straighten the wires. After arranging, leave about 1-2 cm and cut off the excess wire. Invert the RJ45 connector and insert the cable until fully seated. Ensure the wire ends align with the top of the connector. Crimp the RJ45 connector tightly. The network cable is now connected to the RJ45 connector. When connecting the network cable to the signal box and dispenser, Use a cable tester to check the connection. Check if the network cable is connected properly. First, separate the main unit and the subunit. Then turn on the main unit switch to the power on position. When the power light flashes quickly, connect one end of the network cable to the main unit and the other end to the subunit. At this point, you should see signal lights from 1 to 8 flashing in sequence, indicating the cable is functioning properly. Now, insert the top end of the network cable into the signal box. Insert the other end of the network cable into the bottom port. You can see the power light remains on after inserting the cable. Now, let's send out the soap dispenser signal. When soap dispenser 1 is activated, both upper and lower lights turn on. Soap dispensers 2, 3, and 4 follow the same. Confirming successful wiring, ready for the next step. Now let's look at semi-auto mode. This picture shows the connection process. For semi-auto mode, just connect the signal box first and then install the formula selector.
Now we will install the micro formula selector onto the washing machine. Remove the main unit and the back panel. Install the back panel in the appropriate position on the washing machine. Install the micro formula selector onto the back panel. Open the back of the washing machine and install the signal box. After connecting the signal box, take an appropriate network cable and connect it to the signal box. Connect the other end of the network cable to the formula selector. Route the network cable to the front of the washing machine and connect it to the formula selector. Please note that the left and right sides are for connecting to the washing machine and the dispenser, respectively. Signal box into the washing machine port and connect the dispenser port to the dispenser. The formula selector is automatically powered on after connection.
Next, I will explain the main interface of the module box dispenser. The upper box displays the corresponding formula name. The top row represents each pump, numbered from left to right as 1 to 8. The bottom row is our working hours. This row shows the dosage used during operation. If a pump disconnects, the status is displayed below. The bottom row is our recipe. Number of feeding step statistics. It allows you to check the number of washes each time. Here is our rinse time. The right window from 1 to 5 represents the 5 soap dispenser signals. Now, let's go through the settings menu. Click the settings button to see options like setup, formula settings, pump measurement, logs, and password change. Other features include factory mode, language toggle, system clock, single pump setting, and multiple pump linkage. Note, Venturi mode, single pump mode, and pump linkage mode are factory set and do not need adjustment. Next, I will explain Venturi dispenser pump measurement. We use a 500 milliliters measuring cup. Fill the measuring cup with 500 milliliters of liquid. Click Settings to enter the pump measurement interface. Click Empty to purge the inlet pipe. Once no air bubbles are visible, let it run for 5 seconds. Turn off the empty. Fill the measuring cup with 500 milliliters and place the suction rod in. Set the time and click Start Measurement. After measurement, remove the suction rod. Check the dosing amount during the set time. Now, we see 440 milliliters of liquid remains. This means 60 milliliters has been drawn. Enter 60 in the output window. Pump 1 measurement is complete. Click the up arrow to switch to Pump 2 for the next measurement. Measure all pumps in sequence. After measuring, the Venturi pump measurement is complete. Next, I'll explain the settings interface. In the settings interface, you can view the rinse delay time, which indicates how long to flush water into the washer after dosing. Rinse protection is disabled by default. If a sensor is installed, this button should be enabled. The pump dosing alarm duration sets how long the low dosing alarm lasts, requiring a pump sensor. For example, set a 2-second no chemical alarm. which will automatically stop after 2 seconds. The soap dispenser alarm duration sets the alarm time for faults, with anti-vibration defaulting to 4 seconds. Only after the soap dispenser has worked for a set time will it be recognized as a valid signal. To prevent misidentification and ensure proper dosing, the pump detection alarm time also requires an optional sensor and is set to off by default. After completing all settings, click the Confirm button to save automatically. Next, I'll show you how to edit the distributor formula in automatic mode. Click the Settings button to enter Formula Settings. In the Formula Settings, you can see the formula name at the top, and below are the unit prices of each chemical. Note, the units are in liters. After entering the unit prices, the current formula price is automatically calculated in the upper left. On the other side, there is a formula ID to view different formulas. To the right of the formula ID is the formula recognition signal for different formulas. For example, Soap Dispenser 1 signal represents the first formula. Soap Dispenser 2 signal represents the second formula. Signals from both Soap Dispensers 1 and 2 represent the third formula. Other formulas correspond one-to-one with the soap dispenser signals above. When the USB drive is inserted into the machine, you can click the Import button to import formula data from the USB. The Export button allows you to export all formula data. Below, P1 to P9 represent pumps 1 to 9. On the left, pre-wash, main wash, rinse, and neutralize represent 4 dosing steps. When you enter 200 here, it means that in the main wash step, pump 3 dispensed 200 milliliters of chemicals. Note that all input values are in milliliters. You can also input values for multiple pumps in the same step. Now, this indicates that in the main wash step, pump 3 dispensed 200 milliliters, and pump 6 dispensed 20 milliliters of chemicals simultaneously. After setting all the formulas, click the Back button to save the formula settings automatically.
Next, we will explain the input signal control methods in automatic mode.
Next, I will demonstrate the machine's working state. First, we need to enter the settings interface. Select Formula Settings and use Formula 1 as an example. The formula has now been edited. Click back to return to the main page. First, provide the formula recognition signal, which is Soap Dispenser 1. The device detects and automatically recognizes signal 1, corresponding to formula F1. After giving the Soap Dispenser 1 signal, we see that the 4 dosing steps below turn yellow, indicating dosing is required but not yet executed. We then provide the pre-wash dosing signals for Soap Dispensers 2 and 3. You can see a countdown timer above and the dosing amount below. While dosing is in progress, the color of the step turns red. Once dosing is complete, rinsing begins, and the step turns green. Next, we provide signals for Soap Dispensers 3 and 4 as part of the main wash dosing step. During the main wash dosing step, we also provide signals for Soap Dispensers 1, 3, and 4 for the rinse dosing step. The rinse step turns blue, indicating it is queued for dosing. When the rinse step finishes, we provide signals for the neutralization step, using signals 2, 3, and 4. When all 4 dosing steps turn green, it means all the dosing is complete. We provide the Soap Dispenser 1 signal again to indicate readiness for the next dosing step.
Next, we will explain the input signal control methods in semi-automatic mode. I will explain to you next the working principle and working status of the single signal mode. First, we need to enter the settings interface. Select Signal Mode. Change to Single Signal Mode. Connect the bottom to our washing machine. Select the formula we need to add. Click Confirm to choose to use the formula. Click our knob and the formula signal goes to work. Here we go. We need to give our soap cup a signal. After giving the soap cup a signal, the 4 steps below are added. The pre-wash step will run. Give the soap cup 1 again. After experiencing the anti-shake time, start running the main wash step. After the main wash signal is completed, you can give the soap cup again. Rinse steps will run. Give cup 1 again. Start running neutralization step. After the middle and steps are completed, the machine returns to our default state. No skipping in single signal mode. Non-repeatable feeding. What I'm going to show you next is the working status and working principle of multi-signal mode. In signal mode, select for our multi-signal mode. Select the formula through the knob on the main page. Click back when selected. After selecting the formula, click the knob formula on the main page to start working. Now in multi-signal mode, requires different signal combinations to output different feeding signals. Our first signal is the pre-wash signal for soap cup 2 and soap cup 3. The main washing signal is soap cup 1. The rinse signal is soap cup 2. Neutralization signal is cup 3. When the neutralization signal is completed, the machine will reset. In multi-signal mode, the machine allows skipping and feeding. Let's give the soap cup 1 first. It will run the main wash and charge, and skips the pre-wash signal. After our main washing signal feeding is completed, give a pre-wash signal. Note that after the pre-wash signal is given at this time, pre-washing will not work. The feeding can only be started from the main wash. Here we go. Let me explain to you how the circular formula is used and how it works. Arrive at our circulation formula display. In the circulating formula, we can switch between different formulas for formula cycling. Now let's take Formula 1 as an example. When the cursor stays behind Formula 1, click the knob. The machine will automatically return to the main page. At the circular formula interface, no manual operation is required. After a 3-second countdown, the machine Recipe 1 will run automatically. Attention please. We can now manually stop it from working. After manually stopping work for 3 seconds, we'll run Formula 1 again. When the machine is waiting for a feed signal, long press is not allowed to enter our menu interface. If we need to access our menu interface, need to stop working first. Long press again to enter our menu interface. Whether it is currently waiting for the feeding signal, or when the machine is not working at all. This mode does not allow rotation of the knob. For formula switching, if we don't need to use the circular formula model, switch to this interface in the loop formula. Then the circulating formula will be closed. This is the main page of our machine. Here is the input signal display. Here is the output signal display. Here is our signal mode display. Here is the current formula display. Below is our current working status. Further down, there is a working status of our 4-step feeding. We can switch formulas by turning left or right knobs. After adjusting the corresponding formula, click the knob to switch the formula. Long press the knob. Enter the corresponding password. Enter our settings interface. Enter our settings menu. Follow the cursor to choose different settings. The first is our signaling patterns. You can choose between multi-signal mode and single signal mode. Long press the knob to automatically save and return. The next step is our soap cup anti-shake time. Adjust the soap cup time through the knob. Above is our current signal soap cup stabilization time. Long press the knob to automatically save and return. Here is our signal output time. It is also selected through the knob. The above shows our current time. Long press the knob to automatically save and return. Next are our current steps of feeding. Up to 4 steps of feeding. Long press to return. The next step is for us to hide. When our feeding step is 2-step feeding, you can choose to hide the rinsing steps or hide neutralization steps. When the number of feeding times is 3 steps, default hidden pre-wash step. The next one is the formula name modification and rinse formula display. After entering, you can switch the formula through the knob. Click after confirming the formula. When the formula name flashes after clicking, click again to change the formula name. Click to switch to numbers, spaces, lowercase letters, uppercase letters. Make changes via knob. After changing one, long press to switch to the next one. Change for the same reason. when the red box below flashes. Click to adjust whether to change to chlorine bleaching formula. After selection, it will be displayed at the bottom of the main page. Next is our language setting. There is a switch between Chinese and English. The next column is our password modification column. Click to enter. You can switch the password independently after entering. Next is our current machine number display. Only one washing machine number is displayed here. It doesn't do anything else. After the change is completed, the home page displays a machine number. Rotate the button clockwise once. Go to the next level interface. Here is our factory reset. Next column. This column shows. It is the version number of our manufacturer and equipment. The next column is our formula cycle display. Currently no formula. The formula cycle is shown as no manual operation is required. The formula will run automatically.
Next, I will explain how to view table data and export it. Click the Settings button to enter the Log Table interface. Click the button at the top that displays the current month. If you need to view information from previous months, use the top button to select. Wash Count display allows you to view the daily wash counts for the current month, including the total number of washes. Pump usage and cost. Enter the unit prices of different chemicals in the Formula Settings interface, noting that the unit is in liters. After setting the chemical prices, you can check the daily pump usage and total daily cost. Click Formula Count to view the number of times each formula was used, the unit price, and the total cost for the month. The alarm log shows all alarms recorded during the current month. Now, we will demonstrate how to import and export data for the one-to-one dispenser. First, prepare a USB drive of less than 32 GB capacity and format it. Right-click the mouse and select Format. Select the FAT32 format for the file system. Do not choose any other format. Click Start. Then OK. Confirm and close the page. Now the USB drive is ready for data import and export. Copy the Splon folder we provided to your USB drive. You can now import and export data. Open this folder. This file represents the flow records. This is the alarm record. This is for pump usage and cost. This file shows the formula usage count. This file represents the imported formulas. This file represents the exported formulas. This is the wash count. Now, I will demonstrate how to edit the imported formula. Open the PFIN file, and you will see it is a table. This represents the formula ID and cannot be changed. Here is the formula name, which users can edit. The length must not exceed 8 characters, which means 4 Chinese characters or 8 English letters. This row lists the names of the pumps and ozone. Users can change the names of pumps 1 to 8 and ozone, but the names must not exceed 4 characters, meaning 2 Chinese characters or 4 English letters. Below, D1 to D4 represent the 4 dosing steps, and these names cannot be changed. This is the data editing area. Enter your formula here. Specify which pump to use and how many milliliters of chemicals to add at each step. After importing all data, close and save. The formula that needs importing has now been edited and can be imported into the dispenser. Next, I will explain where to place the USB drive. There is a USB port at the bottom of the Venturi dispenser. Insert the USB drive. After insertion, you can download each table. You can selectively download or click one-click download to download all tables. Click the Clear button to erase all table records. That concludes the table data content.
Splani.